that Shawnee train. What time does it leave?
Yeah, train will be in here about 12:30, leave about 12:45, and the ticket will be about $2.
Okay, perfect. Is it right on time today?
Right on time today.
I'm in a hurry to get to Shawnee.
Yeah, boy, you're going the right way. Here we go. Here's your ticket. Give this to your conductor.
Okay.
Enjoy your trip.
Thank you, sir. I'm on my way to Shawnee.
I do.
How are you?
I think, how are you this morning?
I'm
You're all ready then, are you?
I sure am.
Okay, your train will be in here in just a few minutes.
All right.
Your ticket's been punched and you're ready to go.
Train number 111?
111.
Oh my, leaves right at 12:45.
12:45, right on the dot.
Okay. That'll be a good trip. Nice weather.
Yeah, nice weather.
Yes, sir. Where are you from?
From El Reno.
Oh my God.
Welcome to El Reno, and this is the early 1900s. This is the Railway Express Agency and the baggage. We'll go through here and show you interest of all the things that happened during the early railroad days, and we'll start out right here on my left. Right here is a case that has the conductor's hat, the baggage room man's hat, the old lanterns that the conductors used to signal the engineer whenever he was ready to go. And as we kind of walk down through here, you'll notice an old telephone, an old crank telephone that's on the wall right here. If you think we have troubles now, this telephone right here, whenever a telephone would ring, well, you'd hear little clicks because you was on about a 10 or 12 party line, and everybody would like to hear what you have to say, so you really wanted to watch what you had to say because one of your neighbors is surely going to be listening to you. Down below it is cigar lighters taken from the early day cafes here in El Reno. You'll notice one of them has a cage around it. This cage right here was for keep from burning your nose, or for the man that had a mustache, it kept him from burning his mustache off. Now, if you'll notice as we go on along here, you'll notice some pictures of some of the old Rock Island trains. The big picture up here on the is a replica of the one that we have in the main depot. Right along in here, some more of the old pictures. And if you'll notice the little black box right here on your left, this right here is where the workers, whenever they would get ready to go home, this was their time deal. There's where they would drop their card off whenever they had their day's work done. Now, as we go on down through here, this case right along in here, this has all kinds of books on railroading. There's old telephones and pictures and so on and so forth. Down below here, if you'll notice the steps here, this right here is what the conductor used to help his passengers on and off of the trains. Right beside it is an ice tong. This right here, the old trains back in there didn't have electricity or anything, but this ice tong is what the workers used to put ice into the kitchen. Over here, as we go down through here, you'll notice the old mailbox. This was out here so people could drop by and drop their letters off as they got ready to leave. Over here, you have scales and stuff that were used to weigh boxes and stuff that came into the depot. And the one down here on the bottom, this scale right here was used for the smaller packages, letters and so on and so forth. And as we go on around, well, just a minute, as we look up here, you'll notice it's been boxed in here. The big boxes and stuff that came into the depot was weighed outside, and you could the baggage man in here could weigh it and everything and tell you how much it was going to cost. Here's some of the baggage, the mail baggage, and some of the small boxes that you could put in to send off. And up at the top there, you'll notice an old stop sign. This right here was out here on Watt Street. They had a man that would stop you whenever the trains was coming in and out of the depots. Now, as we come across here to this baggage in about 1953, they made a movie here in El Reno, railroad movie, and it starred Broderick Crawford and Glenn Ford. The name of the movie was Human Desire. Up on top of there is some of the old luggage and stuff that was normally hauled out to the train on this cart right here. The old oil cans, machinists used to oil up some of the deals on the old steam engines. And back in the background right there, you'll notice another oil can that the carmen used to the journals, and you'll notice some, looks like stringy stuff back at the back. This right here was waste that they used to put in the journals so that the engines would run smooth. This baggage cart was used a little more than just for baggage. Every now and then there would be a casket that would either be coming into El Reno or they would be shipping it out, and they would put this casket on this cart right here and take it out and put it on the train. Now, down below in here, you'll notice some old couplers and ladders and golly, just all kinds of things that they used to work on the boxcars in the early days. Here's some of the old hard hats that they used. Here on the end is a weather vane that was used on the cabooses. And over here you'll notice, as we kind of go along through here, an old bell that came off of one of the old steam engines in the early days. Now, here in this corner is a what they call a fire hose wagon. In the early days, they didn't have firemen here to take care of it, so if they had a fire down in the shops or anything, why, a bunch of the men would grab hold of the end of that, and man, they'd run to a fire plug and hook it in and try to get the fire out. It was quite a thing to watch as they was running down through the yards with these things. Now, over here, this metal box right here is the carman's toolbox. The tools in this right here usually took care of most of the things that they could repair on box cars. As a general rule, the carmen made their own box, their own toolboxes along in here. Now, as we come on down through here, you'll notice some pictures on the wall. In fact, this one right here is an old diner. Eating on a train back in those days was really a luxury. They was really first class, I guess it was, because all of your dishes and stuff were china, and they used silver. Your silverware and everything was elegant and everything, and they had the Pullman car that you could, if you was going very far, why, you could sleep on a Pullman. And the porters at that time, if you needed if you really wasn't warm enough, here's the old Pullman blankets that they used right here, and the porter would be glad to fix it for you. Now, right pictures of the old turntable down here at the roundhouse. As we move on over here, on this side of the deal is the all badges and old clocks and punchers and stamps and stuff that the railroaders used. And down here at the bottom, we were talking about the china and stuff. Here's some of the china and the silver that was used on the dining car. Now, as we move on down through here, there's a few more pictures on the wall that you'll really be interested in. There's our old wrecker that they used, and some of the old pictures of the old steam engines and whatever. Down in this corner right here is kind of a library on some of the history of the Rock Island. We have some old pictures, and back at the very back there you will notice a train wreck that they had here in El Reno, not in El Reno, but in Dover in 1908. The passenger train and most of the coaches went into the Cimarron River up there. The old steam engine and everything is still there. Now, as we go on around here, here's some more tools and things that the machinist and carmen used to make sure that the running gear on their box cars and coaches and everything was in running order. More books and stuff right here. Here's the old water fountain that came out of the colored room, or that they call it that Jim Crow time. And up above there is the lantern that comes on.
Oh my goodness, I hear the train. I better go inside and get my ticket. Follow me in. Geez, by looking at the clock on the wall, I'm a little early. And you know, I think I'd like to look around in the past. They've got some wonderful exhibits here, so follow me and we'll take a little quick tour through the museum. Gosh, look at this big buffalo up here. This buffalo is part of our heritage and history here in El Reno. And the buffalo roamed the whole range in the prairie. This one was out on Route 66. He was for tourists to look at and take their pictures. Well, he got tired of people taking his picture and he started ramming the fence. Well, one day he rammed the fence and hit a VW Volkswagen and tore it up pretty bad, and they couldn't get him back in. So they had to put the poor buffalo down. So we hated to see him go to waste, so the museum raised some money and had him mounted. And so he's right here in permanent history. Wonderful place for him with our wonderful Indian arts exhibit. And so everyone can see exactly how big. This particular buffalo weighed 1 ton. Pretty amazing. Got some great Indian artifacts here. Wonderful exhibits. This wonderful headdresses here. All eagle feathers. Pretty amazing. They've got some great exhibits here on all these other pottery and wonderful Indian artifacts. Of course, the early Indians and the Cheyenne Arapaho from around here that were out at Fort Reno. All on both sides here, great Indian artifacts.